Welcome to the Modular Dialog System plugin tutorial. In this video, I'll show you how to set up your dialog system from scratch. To get started, let's create our dialog folder. Next, we're going to create our NPC character. I'm naming this one BP Dialog NPC. Let's set the mesh, choose the animation blueprint, and adjust the mesh position and rotation. Now let's add the dialog component to our NPC. I'll just set the NPC name here. Since it's the blueprint itself, no other settings are needed. Next, we add the widget component. I'll switch the space from world to screen and set the draw size to 50 by 50. You don't need to worry about the widget class. The system handles that in the background. Now let's place our NPC into the level and start creating our dialog asset. We'll create a dialog system data asset and name it Test Dialog DS. First, I'll add an NPC node titled Start. I'm also setting the starting node as Start, so the conversation begins right here. Let's create a node saying, Welcome to Modular Dialog System Tutorial, and set it as an ending node for now. Back in the level, I'll select this dialog set within the NPC's dialog component. When we test it by pressing E, it works perfectly. Now let's expand this. So let's create a player node named Player1 and simply write, Thanks. I'll set this as the ending node. Then, under the Player Continue section of our starting NPC node, I'll link Player1 in the response array. When testing, we can see Thanks as the player response. Let's take it a step further. I'm adding another NPC node named NPC2 with the text, How can I help you? To this, I'll add two player responses, Rotate Cube and Nothing. Now let's create the player nodes, Rotate Cube and Nothing. For the Rotate Cube player response, let's write, Can you rotate that cube for me? And we'll continue from there with the NPC. I'll then link these responses to NPC2. When the player asks to rotate the cube, the NPC will reply with, For sure, using a new NPC node. For the Nothing node, let's just write Nothing and set it as an ending node to finish up. Now we need a dialog node action to make that cube actually rotate. I'll create a blueprint called DNA Rotate Cube and override the execute action event. Now let's adjust the cube's position and disable its physics. I've added a rotating movement component to the cube so we can easily apply rotation from there. Now let's configure this cube as a parameter through the NPC, naming it Cube. Inside the dialog node action, let's grab the cube's reference with a getParameter node. Then, we'll apply a rotation through the rotating movement component. Finally, let's assign our dialog node action as an NPC action through the dialog set. We've managed to rotate the cube through the dialog. However, as you can see, we haven't done any camera work up until now. For the finale, let's set up a camera action in our dialog set. We can directly use the dialog action camera sequence that comes with the plugin. Our camera has changed, but the cube is invisible, so we need to switch the camera sequence. Let's select another ready-made camera sequence that comes with the plugin and test it out. As you can see, everything is working flawlessly. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or get stuck, feel free to reach out on our Discord channel.